and it is slowly taking off on that. And there are some things that I would love to like say that I was like, oh, that's a great surprise. So,
but you don't want to spoil anything.
I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a 12-issue series, so I cannot wait to get to the end of it. And,
so are the issues all out already?
They're already out. It came out in 2022, I think. 2022, I think. Yeah, and they're getting ready to come out with a second group of it.
Oh, awesome! Awesome. And so there's 12 installments in this. How long is an average installment? If
you're a fast reader, you can get through it probably quickly, about an hour.
Okay, how many pages roughly, I guess, is what I'm not a comic person, so I'm very interested in learning.
Page-wise, I don't know. It's a traditional comic book style. But what you can do, though, is there's an anthology series that is
it's all bound
12,
together,
and that's just over 400 pages.
Oh, that's lovely.
And it gives you background information on all the individual characters. It also gives you a secondary there's a secondary story line that they have out there that
like bonus content.
Yes, it's kind of like a side quest. And I cannot wait to get through this. The artwork is unbelievable too.
Ooh,
and that's what I love about a good comic book is if you have a good story and you have good artwork, the pictures can be painted for you, and the story just brings you through the pages. So I love it.
That's fantastic. That sounds really exciting. And so when does that second installment come out again?
They have not given a full date, but they said probably sometime in 2027.
All right. And that's DC Comics.
That is DC Comics. Yes.
Marvelous. Thank you,
don't
Matt.
use the word marvelous with DC.
Oh. I know. My
bad. That's a faux pas.
My bad. Oh, gosh. Thank you so much for that, Matt. What about you, Beth? What have you been reading?
Yeah, I've been reading Something in the Woods Loves You by local author Jarod Anderson.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so the book is a memoir, and Jarod lives locally, and it talks about his struggle with mental illness, and he actually takes to parks and explores the parks, and it's observations of nature, the plants, the animals, the seasons, and observations and how he connects to them, and how he visited preservation parks, Shale Hollow and Gallant Woods.
That is incredible.
And how
like super local author,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited as I'm working my way through it. Just the insights that he has, and how I feel like I can use some of those insights and help others maybe with some of the things they're going through.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they often say that it's like one of those tips, and you're like, how effective can a nature walk be for if I'm having a rough day, regardless of a larger mental health issue? And it really does. Just even 20 minutes outside can change your whole day.
Nature's the best medicine, right?
The fresh air, the sun. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Birds. I love birds.
Right?
Do you want to hear a fun bird fact I learned yesterday?
Go for it.
There was a group of 6 or 7 cedar waxwings in the tree outside of my house. Now, what's the name of a group of cedar waxwings?
Oh, no.
An earful.
An earful.
Oh.
Because they're one of the chattier species of birds among themselves. And so I had an earful of cedar waxwings yesterday.
Right. Well, it's better than a murder of crows.
I love crows. Nope, we're not going to go down the
birds. Did you see that we had a bald eagle release at Deer Haven?
Yes, I did. Yes. It's so majestic.
That was amazing.
I see a bald eagle nest on my drive to work every day, and so I slow down a little bit, and I say, "Oh, is Mom in the nest?" And there's one on between 315 and Taggart on the river right there. I say, "Oh, hello, Mama." But anyway,
I have to look for that. I had not seen that.
Yes, it is. It is right there by the heron rookery as well.
Ooh.
Anyway,
I'll check that out.
Now I've told everyone my deep, dark birding secrets. Tell us, there's something exciting with Jarod coming on.
Yeah, so Jarod is going to be speaking at the Preservation Parks Foundation Gala, Wild About Wandering, on June 25th at the Columbus Zoo, and tickets are still available. And you go to preservationparks.com/foundation for tickets. But he will be speaking about nature as medicine.
That is so delightful. So June 25th at the zoo. Tickets are available at Preservation Parks. Right. You can hear the author speak. Buy books, I would assume. Maybe. I'm not sure how we're handling that part yet. That's not my no worries.
Yeah.
But we love an author visit, and we love an author visit to support our parks.
Absolutely.
Two of our favorite things.
Yes.
What I just finished yesterday, I really did not think I was going to have this book finished by today. It's called Angel Down by Daniel Kraus. I wrote down his name is Danielle. His name is Daniel. But it just won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction. And it was a huge coup in the book world because it is the first horror novel to have been selected for the Pulitzer Prize. And I'm not a horror person, but the premise absolutely grabbed me. And I luckily got it before the Pulitzer Prize holds went on it. Like as soon as something wins the Pulitzer Prize, the hold list gets really long. So the premise of Angel Down is in World War I, at the end of a battle, the 43rd Company or Regiment or whatever it is of Americans is getting ready to leave the front to do a little bit of a retreat, and there is this scream. There's just someone who is out who's out on the front, over the top, in pure agony, just screaming. It's this piercing scream in the end. The commander pulls a ragtag group of 4 men and a 14-year-old who lied about his age to get into the war, which happened then.
Oh yeah.
They say, go and help that man, which is put him out of his misery. And it's basically it's a death mission. You going over the top in World War I is terrible. It's one of the most brutal, gruesome wars that's ever been fought. And so they go over the top. They find who's making the scream, and it's not a man, but an angel who has been caught in the crossfire of the war, and is caught in barbed wire. And so this angel has all sorts of powers, and things happen as they're transporting this angel back across the front, and it's a reflection of what it means to be human and war and just the absolute dregs of the human soul, especially at that time, like the horrible things people have done to each other, and what does it mean to go forward and make good choices, and the fate of humanity. Because the World War I really was a turning point in our history, with how international relations and how the fate of man moves forward, and it is told in this prose that is so unusual. It is one long sentence, one run-on sentence, and it's broken up into paragraphs. Every paragraph starts with the word and Bagger ran across the field and he does X, Y, and Z, and then and this and that and that, and it's sort of just like you can't ever catch your breath. The pacing is so taut, and it is just a masterpiece. It is probably one of people, they should teach this in English classes. It is fantastic. I bet it would be an incredible audiobook because, and I was nervous when I first started reading it because I didn't think I was going to get through it because the and the not the punctuation, but you get lost in it, and all of a sudden you don't even realize that every paragraph starts with the word and
know when to break the rules.
Right. Yes, it is. Yeah. And so, like I said, it is Daniel Kraus is a horror author. This is a big deal. It's also because horror did really well at the Oscars this year. Horror is a genre that I don't typically love, but it is doing so many things creatively across all sorts of mediums. And so highly recommend Angel Down.
It sounds amazing.
It is.
I want to read it now.
I love it. But here's the thing. Disclaimer, it is gruesome. It is disgusting. It is violent. It is nasty.
Because it probably talks a lot about the horrors of war itself as they're going across
World War I, which was particularly disgusting, and the trenches,
trench warfare,
and the things you see, and it is. So it is difficult in that way. So if you are squeamish, do not recommend. But
how did you end up with that?
With what?
With going to this book as not being a horror fan. And
I will read anything I read the Pulitzer Prize winner every year. I actually didn't get to last year's until 2 books ago. And so I read, but this is the first one in a few years where I went, oh yeah, absolutely, hands down. I see why this won. It should have won. It's been 4 or 5 years since I read one, and I went, oh yeah, that is an award winner. So
that's awesome.
Very excited about that. All right, so now that I've evangelized about Angel Down, I'm going to take us to break.
57 now at Deer Haven Park. Back to Off the Shelf on My 96.7.
Oh, well, thank you, Mark. Speaking of Deer Haven Park, we've got our friend here, Beth McCollum from Preservation Parks. Deer Haven's one of yours, yeah?
Absolutely.
I knew it.
Yes,
I know my parks.
Yes.
Our friend Beth is here to talk with us about letterboxing, how that work is connected with the library and other things happening this summer at the parks. What's going on, Beth?
Yeah, so let's start with Letterbox because we always love partnering with our libraries to help promote summer reading and exploring the parks. And this is a great way to do it. So letterboxing actually started, I learned, in England in the 1850s.
Oh my, I did not know that.
It goes back, and I don't think people realize that. This isn't just a Delaware County thing.
No, isn't it related to geocaching?
It's similar, but geocaching, you use coordinates.
Yes.
So this is a little different, but you use clues for
How
letterboxing.
fun.
So I like to think of letterboxing as a combination between geocaching and a scavenger hunt.
How fun.
So you're looking for a letterbox, like think a school pencil box,
Okay.
right? And you get the booklet you sign up at the libraries or online now, and you go to one of the parks, Deer Haven or Gallant Woods. And
Now, is it at all of the parks or is there just some
we
parks?
have 8 select parks.
All right.
And you open up your booklet. It's a good idea for parents to maybe read the clues ahead of time so they know if it's dog friendly, if it's stroller friendly.
Yes, all of these
So,
things are good to
all
know
these
before you
little
head out on the
logistical
adventure.
things. Yes. So essentially, read these clues ahead of time and then take the kids out to the parks and read the clues, learn a little bit about what lies below, because that is the theme this year.
How
Ooh, I
fun.
like that.
Yeah. And then follow the clues, learn something about the parks, find the letterbox, and then in the booklet, there's a little place to draw something that you find in the box, and then leave a note for the next person,
I love that.
which is my favorite part. You get
Yeah.
to see like if your friends found it or
And do all the notes just stay there so
all
you
the
have...
notes stay there. It's a little notebook.
How cute.
So, yeah.
And so once you find these clues, does it create a message or
So
a picture
in our
or something?
winter letterbox, we do create a message. But for the summer letterbox, you just find 4 of the boxes in the parks, and then you could win a prize.
Nice.
So those prizes will be available on June 13th
Wonderful.
at any of the libraries
Yes.
and at Deer Haven.
Yes, you can pick up your prizes once you've completed it at any of our locations in Deer Haven Park.
Yes.
So-
and you could do all 8 if you want.
Highly recommend.
Yes.
Highly.
Explore all the parks.
Especially for the young kids. I mean, hopefully we're going to have some really good weather coming up.
Yes.
So getting the kids out and, taking an adventure out into the parks is always a good time.
Absolutely. And it might not be the best pool weather this
No.
weekend. So
But it might be good letterboxing weather.
perfect letterboxing weather.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
out, get a head
Except for
start
the
on the
rain.
letterboxing.
You know
what?
Put on your older shoes. Get
Yeah.
out. It's just a little bit of mud.
That's right.
Like the
Yeah.
Scandinavians say, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing.
Absolutely. Our former director would say that all the time.
I learned that lesson during COVID when we had to find ways to be outside. We'd be sitting on patios and in parkas, and if you were bundled up, it didn't really matter. And you can always get out. Moving your body will warm you up too.
Absolutely.
Love it. What else is going on in the parks this summer, Beth?
So along with the What Lies Below theme, we have our summer exhibit is back at Shale Hollow Park. Excuse me. And we have a great exhibit this year. Our naturalists do an amazing job of just putting on this hands-on exhibit and I'm hearing bits and pieces of what happens.
What's it
there,
called? What
but
is it about? What's
The
the
theme
feature?
is What Lies Below.
It's still what
So
lies.
it's-
So is it
the
fossils?
whole preservation parks is the
It's-
summer's theme is
Yes.
What Lies Below. Oh, that's great.
Yes. So tomorrow it's The Secret Lives of Salamanders. And then on Sunday we have a movie Under the Stars, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
That's a good one.
Right? And then I'm really excited on Monday. for ages 8 and up. We have an off-trail geology hike
Whoa.
at Shale Hollow.
Oh, those cool concretions at Shale
Yeah,
Hollow.
yeah. And to go off-trail at Shale Hollow is a treat.
Okay, so
I
if you
highly
got
recommend
kids
that.
8 and up,
Yes.
Monday you're looking for something to do. Right before, maybe go to the park, do a little excursion, then head to your cookout.
Absolutely.
That sounds absolutely delightful.
And then we have all the other summer programming starting
Yes,
now,
I did.
so-
I picked up the summer brochure this
Yes,
week. I'm so
yes.
excited. Got some things that look really exciting. The paddleboard and kayak
Yes.
excursion looks great, and there's always so many fun things and camps and
Well, we don't do camps.
not camps. I'm sorry, I misspoke. That's not the
but
word.
we do
Programs.
like the little adventures for the little ones under 5, and we'll have farm days like
At
Tuesdays
Gallant.
at the farm. Just just explore different things happening at the farm. And we have the Bicentennial Barn opening.
That's
this summer.
right. That's so exciting,
So sometime in
especially
July, the original artist will come back and paint that Bicentennial logo on the barn.
yes, fantastic.
There's been a huge renovation down there on that. I mean, driving down 71 and being able to look off and to the west, it's like, wow, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see that come together.
And it's cleaning up amazingly. I remember when when they first painted it, it was like, oh, we'll see how long this really lasts. And it has lasted so long.
Yeah, it is great. The original beams you'll see those inside, and all the original woodwork is inside.
Gorgeous.
And then we did reframe it, like put a new siding on the outside.
Fabulous. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a wonderful summer at Preservation Parks with What Lies Below. A couple more things that are happening this week at your libraries. We have, with the school year wrapping up, we have student study corner at Orange and Liberty for your teens and tweens who want to study for those finals. At Orange on Tuesday, May 26th, we've got Post Office Dramatic Play. So there'll be a post office play set up at the Orange Ranch for your littles to come and learn about the history of the post office with America 250. And that's so exciting. Something that's really one of the biggest genres, the most growing genres in literature right now is romance. And so on May 30th at the Orange Ranch as well, from 2 to 3 p.m., we have we're going to be talking about romance books and what's coming up in the publishing business for those and what to look forward to. Awesome. Well, Beth, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
Matt, thanks for stepping in as co-host.
You are doing an amazing job as host. Good job, Hannah.
Thanks, friend. All right. Well, have a great Memorial Day weekend, everyone in Delaware, and we will see you in the stacks.